back. But when we are in a state of insecurity, then nothing gets realized. With every election cycle, unfortunately, insecurity seems to always crop up. We have ethnic mobilization. In recent times, we've had lapses, security lapses in Kerio Valley Triangle, Marsabit, Garissa, Laikipia, Lamu. We can only fear what might happen. That's a real fear. And it may even keep some away from turning up to vote, your voters and for others. So what assurance are you giving the Kenyans that they should not incite against each other, to be peaceful before, during, and after, practically speaking?
I think you've talked about, the issue you've raised has three facets from where I sit. We have insecurity because of criminals and crooks and terrorists and all these bad people, which we must firmly and decisively deal with as government. We had a program on making sure that we have police reservists in many of these areas. And in fact, we deployed extensively police reservists. In fact, some of the counties, like Turkana, I remember, even helped to pay stipend for some of these police reservists who are really helping with matter security. We must continue to invest in the software, in the hardware, to make sure that we secure ourselves from criminals. And we already have a reasonably big budget on matters to do with security. What we must do, however, is we must make sure that we get value for the resources we deploy in security. What will I do differently? I will make sure that buying guns is not a security issue. Why is buying a gun by the government? Why is it in mystery? Why is it in some dark room? Why? The guns are being carried all over in the streets by policemen. So what is the big deal? Today, they are classified as security purchases. So a gun that is supposed to be sold for 20,000 is bought at 60,000. Why? Oh, it's a security thing, so it cannot be done by open tender. It must be done in some dark room. It must be. I have been against those stories, because these security, secret things, that is where corruption thrives. We must get, if we got value for the money we are putting in our security sector, we would get maybe twice or thrice the output we are currently getting. Right? Number two, we must get the IG. What I will do is to get the IG his own budget. The Constitution says the IG is an independent office. Today, the IG doesn't have a budget. He relies on the office of the president for a budget. You know? And so he has to speak nicely to some people at the office of the president. Why? The IG is an independent office. When I ask somebody, why are we bringing matters to do with the Inspector General of Police? Why doesn't he have his own accounting officer when the Constitution says they should guns and give them money? If they have guns, you must keep the money so that you keep, giving them enough for them not to cause trouble. first day, I will appoint an accounting officer for the Inspector General of Police and the Police Department and give them an independent budget and demand from them. Because if you are giving somebody his budget, you are unable to demand from them. Because they will say, but boss, we didn't get this money, we asked for this, we didn't get, we asked for this, we didn't get. So, make the Inspector General of Police truly independent, and then I will demand from them why this is not happening here, why this is not happening here, why this is not happening here. I have told you two things already on that. The other issue that is bringing about insecurity is, of course, poverty. You have all these young people. They are loitering our streets. They are out of school. They have no jobs. They become pickpockets. Then they become gangs. Then they become terrorists. So we have to deal with the matter of economic inclusivity, making sure that our young people have a job to do, they are meaningfully engaged, or they have credit. And finally, is the third category of insecurity, the political, sponsored, driven by politicians and politics. I am a strong believer that we need to institutionalize our politics around political parties. I am a very strong believer that the best way to move our politics away from personality cults and ethnicity is to build strong national parties. That is why I was very heartbroken when the party I spent so much time to build, called Jubilee, was destroyed. By tribalists, people who don't believe in Kenya. But thank God, I am not complaining too much, we have put together another national political party called UDA. Today, in every poll, UDA is the most popular party in Kenya. And it is because we believe that politics should be played around institutions of governance. Political parties must form the basis for canvassing our politics, so that our politics is about issues. It's not about the person. It's not about personality cults. It's not about the tribe of the person leading the party. It's about the issues the party stands for. And that is why today, whether you like it or not, if you speak about UDA, people will think about bottom-up more than they will think about William Ruto.